all welcome in, assuming that you can hear us, Mrs. Elizabeth Cleveland.
Hi.
Hello. It is so nice to see you and to meet with you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, so I think the really obvious thing that we've got to start with, we understand you were a 100 kg national champion. Talk to me about just the competitive atmosphere of nationals.
Collegiate Nats is just, a good time. Like, there's over 1,200 lifters, and we brought 24, which is a full roster. So we were excited, and we're loud, we're present, and like that's one big thing that Davenport does. And we're always just there to cheer each other on.
That is incredible. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into powerlifting.
So I'm from Wisconsin. I'm one of the only out-of-state kids on our team.
All right.
And I tore my ACL going into my sophomore year of high school. And basically that just put me in the weight room for recovery and stuff. And I realized, I was pretty strong. So I was like, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Sure.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you think she made the right decision, Justin?
Oh, I think so. Now, tell us a little bit about your training. What does it look like prior to a competition? What do you like to work on going into a competition?
So I've been lifting for like 6 years now.
Yep.
Coach Connor programs all of us, which I'm really thankful for. He has me on a 6-day training block, and it's just like always benching, always squatting, always deadlifting, doing perfect reps and stuff like that, and making sure my form's perfect.
Okay.
That was a really good first attempt from Sophia.
And thank you for guests who are like, hey, we really want to get some about the attempts. And because we didn't get to ask Connor enough of that. And his take on, yes, of course, your Davenport competitors, many of whom are outstanding, but also just everybody. And like, hey, what do you notice as a coach when you're sitting here as close as we are and we've got this big old screen and this big monitor? What do you see and what would you remark upon from, lifters' techniques?
Yeah, I'm just like, Flight A is full of like strong women. And it's just great to see that there's so many women competing out here today that are like, we're just gonna like put it all to the test and we're gonna like prove that we're really strong. Especially as like Nala as a teenager too, like that's incredible. Like you're literally coming out here, you're making yourself vulnerable and like making sure that you are like doing what you need to do.
That's incredible.
I don't know if I've ever heard an athlete before embrace the vulnerability of powerlifting, but it is in 1,000 different ways. It's actually one of the more vulnerable sports that you could do. I mean, talk about that in your perspective of it.
It's just really hard. It's just like you are constantly looked at your like weight and how much you weigh, and the singlet too. Like literally my junior year of high school, I was like, I'm not going to compete in this singlet. No one can force me. And then look, I decided, I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like you're showing like 12, 14 weeks of dedication, and like, you know what I mean? Like it can either go really good or really bad. And that sumo pull is something I'm really jealous of. I cannot sumo pull at all. I'm a conventional girl, but so Michelle really went out with that sumo.
And the grip of all the way on the smooth. Have you ever tried it? Are you even capable? Because I don't know if I am.
I'm not capable at all. Personally, I think I would just like slide out the bar. Like I don't think there's enough chalk in the world for my grip strength.
I fully agree on that. I've seen it and I know that it works better with a sumo pull, but I don't think I could even really make that happen to have all the, I mean, you see like there's a handprint clearly that's Michelle Clapp's own because she's the only one that can grip that arrow.
Yeah, I can't. And even with Hannah, like she's still gripping the smooth part of the bar somewhat, and I just don't think I could.
Very nice. Now, Tanner and I were talking earlier, and what is your favorite non-competitive workout? Like when you go to the gym, what's the one that you love to do that isn't a squat, isn't a bench, or a deadlift?
So I like kind of like Olympic lifting. Like that's something that I want to do like after I'm done powerlifting.
That's amazing.
I love hang cleans and stuff like that because I grew up being like a multi-sport athlete, volleyball, softball, all these things where it's like I never really trained powerlifting fully till I got to college.
Okay.
Where it's like, I squatted and benched and deadlift, but I also did hang cleans and stuff like that, where it was like power explosiveness.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. That is one thing that I am scared to do, is those power cleans. Those are intense.
Yeah.
Now let's see Briley here. She's been having an amazing day.
Oh my God, that was so fast. test.
That was great.
Also, competing as like a older woman or like a mom or someone that is like in their older generation, it's so like empowering for us younger women to see that. Even as like a team, we're like, oh my God, we can keep, this is a lifelong sport. Like we can keep doing this till we're 40, 60, stuff like that. And it's really like, oh, we can grow with this.
And that's one thing that we've talked about also, is this is a sport that is accessible to anyone. One of the first ones that I announced, there was a young child. He was probably 8. And then another one, we had someone in the 80s. So it is the whole wide gambit. I just love seeing it accessible for everyone.
And what is like the most important for us is that our coaches actually lift too.
Sure.
So it's so fun to like, sometimes Coach Connor and Coach Maddie sit in on a practice and hang out with us and lift with us. So like we're squatting with Coach Maddie and deadlifting with Coach Maddie that can do like over 400 some pounds.
Yeah, that is
and
amazing.
Coach Connor is like just repping out 500. So we're just sitting there like, oh my God, what's going on?
That is awesome.
And then we have Capri here. She's one of our freshmen, and she is so full of energy and so talented. Like, she is just a big ball of fire, and it's so fun to watch her compete.
Let's watch this one, a 132.5 kg attempt.
I thought she had a hint of passy outies at the top.
I think she released the bar.
Okay.
Maybe when she set it down.
Right.
No replay on that.
So that's the hands controlling it all the way down to the bar,
Yes.
Or all the way down to the ground, that is.
Oh, we're getting a different view.
See, Mark Leonard is already on to the next one. Like, he's keeping us moving. I applaud him for that as a head referee. He said, hey, well, you know, whatever happened with the last one, we got to be on to the next and get us out of here in a reasonable time.
So this is Izzy. She's also one of our freshmen. She's a biomed student, which is really cool to see that we can balance like school and lifting and stuff like that. Being a student athlete, it's such a privilege for us, and that coach lets us do that.
That is amazing. Because, I mean, that would be hard being a full-time athlete and a full-time student.
Sure.
Yeah, it definitely is, but Coach Connor makes it so fun for us, so easy to accommodate to us, that it's like school's first, then it's powerlifting and stuff like that. And also Coach Maddie's coming up here with a 185 opener, which is insane.
Jeez.
She just had her little girl Sophie, which comes to practice less than a year ago. And she's so inspiring to all the women and all our men on our team that it's like you can do life and you can also be this amazing powerlifting athlete.
Absolutely. She's been so fun to watch all day.
And way ahead on both bench and squat in terms of all women's competitors so far. Oh, that's so unnerving.
Yeah, that's insane. And like actually 3 years ago, she was a world champion for IPL or APL. She's insane, and she is such a privilege to have as a coach, and she knows so much.
That is incredible.
You've credited your coaches a ton, your teammates a ton. I think those are really obvious. Is there anybody else who people might not think of that you would want to give a lot of credit for where you are today as a national champion?
Definitely my family, my mom and my dad. All like the summer workouts, they're spotting, they're loading, and definitely my grandma. She's a true inspiration to me, and she's just like, you can do hard things, like, and it's just like, whatever you do, it's like, it's gonna be easy if you have fun and a smile. Like, that's my big thing, is like when I lift, I have so much fun. And that was a good second attempt from Alexa, a very strong lockout.
Very nice.
But yeah, I feel like that's just us. Like, we have fun, we smile, we're just Davenport powerlifting, and like I feel like that's a big part of who we are too as a whole, and like having that big personality.
Yeah, there's so many huge personalities. I think that's the thing that jumps out to me the most, is how all of these mix on the team. Zach, you has, can I call him Class Clown? Would you tell him that I said that?
Yeah, I will.
Delaney being, you know, I mean, the captain in every sense of the word, and so dialed in at all times, and they're champions, but both did it in their own ways. And you yourself, there's 1,000 different kind of personality types within all of you.
Yeah, and I feel like we just balance that so well as a team, and it's like, it's so much fun. So yeah, that was a good lift for Sarah.
All right, let's watch the replay on that one.
All right, right, so deadlift faces are going to start coming out, and some of the veins on the foreheads and things. We're starting to strain with the second attempts. Talk to me about deadlift attempt selection, what you like to do. Does it depend on the warm-up room?
I'm going to be honest. I have no control over my attempts. I go, Coach Connor, Coach Maddie, that's all you.
Yeah.
I get so nervous where I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. Go away.
All right, all right.
I'm like, sometimes I don't know what's loaded on the bar, and you know what? That makes it more fun for me.
Yeah.
That does make it fun.
You ever heard of coaches on the squat putting the weights in like a trash bag or something and like covering them so that you don't know what's on there?
I just close my eyes if I'm going to be honest.
On the platform, you're saying?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I'll just go.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And so that might be the thing. If you want to be ever want to winning national championships, is just like don't know.
Just
have somebody
close
else
your
load it
eyes.
for you. Yeah.
I'll just get under the bar, load it
Whatever
up,
it might be. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it has been such a pleasure having you. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? Any more shout-outs you'd like to give?
Nothing really. Just go Panthers always. Rawr.
Awesome.
Yeah. Claws out.
All right. Well, it's such a pleasure.
Yeah,
I'm Justin.
thank you so
nice
much.
to meet you. Enjoy the rest of the meet, and we'll get here watching Sophia here.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Elizabeth Cleveland, Davenport University's own 100 kg national champion at Collegiate Nationals. Fresh off of that win, and we thank her so much for joining us.